This is Jim. So I was sitting here thinking the other day, no, weird, but I came across some clock faces. And I got a clock on one end of the room, which is very difficult to see. So I thought I'll take one of these clock faces and make another clock to go on this side of the room. And I kind of had a weird idea on how to do it. So let's make a weird looking clock. I found a piece of 1/4 inch scrap, and this will be perfect for the back of the clock. The clock face is 10 inches by 10 inches, and I want to put this in a groove, which will be a 1/4 inch, so it'll be 10.5 by 10.5. So I think we should get cutting, because we ain't gonna get it done any other way. That's a for sure. So let's get cutting, okay? Perfect. Just like it was made for TV. Perfect the first time. We can't argue with that. Billboard. Beautiful. Aha. That don't look too bad. That's pretty good. I'll sand it down. Okay, so we have the body of the clock made, and all it is just 2x2s with a groove in it that we allowed to put the 1/4 inch paneling in. I had to cut a little groove around here to make this fit better, but we got that part. The frame, simple frame, I cut a 1/2 inch into the 3/4 inch so it'll accommodate the glass and have a nice bead. And that baby will go on just like that. Now, to dress this thing up, because it's kind of plain looking, I thought I would just take and put the scraps. These scraps are the ones I cut to make sure that I had the 45s correctly. And I was going to throw them out, and I thought, no, my clock is looking pretty plain. If I attach this to the clock like that, and this one here, and this one here, and this one here, it kind of gives it a little oddball effect. And then I was looking at my scraps, and I said, here's some corners I cut off. If I put those here, and here, and here, and here, gives it a little more effect. I made sure that the pieces lined up this way and this way, so it just makes it look a little dressier. I think it's coming out really nice. Ooh, baby. Oh, baby. So I'll get all the edges sanded down, get it prepared so I can glue it. Where to put them? Let's put them like this. This is a piece of scrap, but it's going to be uniform, so extremely sharp pencil. There, now I got both of them cut out. Not too bad looking. This one's a little sloppy, but it'll work because it's for me. What they say, you know, for who it's for. Now we got to work on the base. Just look at that. Just let me get it open. Open sesame. Perfect. Just perfect. Some clamps pull to an angle. I don't know why. But they do. And there we go. Let them dry. It's time for the glue up. These came out real nice. Real nice. Okay, now that we got it all glued together, check the glue and then we varnish. Okay guys, this is what I gotta do. I gotta make a nice little quarter round to go inside this frame. And essentially it's gotta look somewhat like this. And then the 45. Now, I want this wood to be a certain width. And what I've seen on YouTube, what I've seen on TV shows, is you adjust the rip fence over that much every time. Well, it's never dead on. Well, as close to dead on as you can get. So here's what I'm proposing. So now I take my board that I already have pre-cut to the width I want. Get this out of the way. And now I go quarter round again. First thing I gotta do is get a 45 on this end. In order to achieve that, I put it in here and hold it. The board here keeps it from chipping. And of course, to cut the other 45, I have to turn the board over. And if you got a nice square edge to go to, no problem. Just turn it over, run it over, feel my edge, and I get it perfect. Use my little acid brush. Don't put too much on because I don't want to seep it out on the glass, and I have to clean that. And it don't take much to hold it in. You don't want it overbearing either, because what if you have to take it out and replace the glass? Just very lightly, very little, just to hold it in place. It takes a minute to hold it and get tacky. Alright, I got a couple of coats of varnish on here, wipe on, and when you put the wipe on, it's very thin coats. And I like that because it gives me a chance to sand between every one of them, and I get this thing so glassy smooth. I use 400 grit, and it does a beautiful job. It don't take much. That's it. Ooh, baby glass. That's all there is to it. Now I'll sand the rest of the clock down and we'll get at it. Okay, so I got the glue spread. I get the glue spread all around. I got the frame, the picture all cut to size. I had to reduce it down a little bit on this side because, well, somebody's not perfect. And I'd like to get a hold of that guy. But now I just feed it in. So once this baby goes down, that's it, that party is over. I'll let that set. Okay, now let's put the thing together. Looking good.